Hi, I'm Shanita Buckner.
And I'm Jason Buckner.
And this is our son, Caden. He is 3.
And this is our youngest son, Cairo, who is 10 months old.
Hi, my name is Charlene Flores, and I am married to my husband, Daniel. We've been married for almost 4 years. We have 2 sons, my stepson, Eden, who's 7, and our son, Avern, who will be 2 next month. And we live in Louisville, Kentucky.
Hi, I'm Morgan Briggs. I am from Idaho Falls, Idaho, and I have 2 beautiful children. They're twins, and they are awesome.
Okay, my name is Teresa. We live in Garden City, Kansas.
I'm Martin, and we have 4 kids, 4 daughters.
My name's Nayeli. I'm 12 and I do swim. My name is Giselle. I am 11 and I like to do soccer.
My name's Ade and I'm 7 and I like to do soccer.
And the baby, her name is Eviana, and she loves to pick on sisters and run around.
And bite me.
Hi, how is everybody doing? My name is Rashawn.
Hi, my name is Disney. This is the Hudson family. We are from Miami, Florida. We have Brody here and Braylon.
The families we are hearing from today will share their stories of the everyday challenges they face in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic. We are honored to have them with us, as their voices are too important to be left out of this conversation. We asked them about key issues such as how they were doing physically and mentally and financially, and how they were able to be present for their children. We know from the State of Baby's Yearbook that these challenges exist. We also know they are getting worse because of COVID-19, and that's what we'll dive into today.
I get food stamps, which has been an amazing help because I don't know where I would be without it. So, we had a week where I couldn't go to the grocery store and get, anything that we needed. So it was like an episode of Chopped, and I had to open my pantry and be like, what can I make with this, and this, which was the weirdest feeling because I've never had to do that.
So both Caden and Cairo have severe gastritis. They have significant allergies to dairy and soy, as well as some different wheats and grains. Their lactase and palatinase levels are low, which cause inflammation in their intestines and in their GI tract. So both boys are seen by a gastroenterologist.
So my son is currently on a Medicaid waiver in Kentucky, but the process to get him on that waiver and get his Medicaid was long and grueling. He was injured at birth, and it took us very nearly a year to get him on that waiver. We had to restart the process multiple times for various reasons, but we finally got on the waiver and the Medicaid, which is amazing. And it has been an incredible help to us for everything, but especially during the pandemic.
So a little bit of anxiety stepped in. My doctor's appointment was very different from 2 years ago when we had Brody. Doctor appointments going into the pandemic was no more. They were cut. My OBGYN called and said, hey, your appointments are canceled. Do not come into the facility.
My husband Daniel is a nurse. It has caused our family to have to take some new and extra precautions to make sure that our children stay safe during the pandemic. There are more people out who are exposing themselves to him, especially if there are more people out that aren't taking precautions. That increases his risk, and in turn, when he comes home, increases our risk, to the point that my husband is genuinely concerned that he will have to find another place to live if he doesn't feel like he is safe coming from work to home. And the thought of my husband not being in our home is really sad.
Our days start so very early, from as early as sometimes 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and they don't end until the wee hours of the morning. Some nights, very early in the morning, my husband is up at midnight and 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning trying to complete his task because we weren't able or didn't have the opportunity to do it throughout the day because we are caring for 2 small children. The change that I've seen in Cairo and Caden really comes down to the attention and the nurturing that they require. My kids have always been mama's boys. They love their mom. They love to be around me. But what I've noticed since we've been home is that the level of attention that they require has significantly increased. There is nothing that I can do in this house where I don't have a child who is next to me or a child who needs me. My oldest son, Caden, the attention that we're giving him, which while I would say is a lot, it's still lacking in some areas for him because we are also trying to care for an infant. So I can't give my undivided attention all the time to Caden, and I see that in his interactions with me.
It was about a week, and I honestly was not doing well mentally. I was mad all the time. No matter how much sleep I got, I was mad and I just wanted to sleep. And, luckily the kids really weren't all that demanding of me, which was a great blessing. But, as soon as those 2 weeks were up, my sister came over so I could run to the store really quick to grab some groceries. And I saw her and I just hugged her, and I bawled, I cried. And so she's hugging me and I'm, hugging her back, and I literally I went limp and I fell to my knees and I just cried. And she laughed at me and she's like, "Really?" And I'm like, "You don't understand how difficult it is to be alone and by yourself during this."
Honestly, on my end, I'm looking for other jobs and nobody's hiring right now. I probably filled out like 25 applications a day, just some of them probably duplicates, just trying to make sure I'm getting more work, more money in. And it's like everything is at a standstill, honestly. And it's kind of frustrating, but I try to just, keep a positive eye on everything.
Well, the paid leave, what it means, it means security. Because, if I was to get sick and have a mandatory 2 weeks off, where's that money coming in? But it does give me a little bit of peace of mind that, if I was to be home mandatory for 2 weeks, I still got enough money to feed the family, pay the bills.
We are so grateful that we're still able to provide Abram his therapies. He's really in the prime of his brain development, and to lose his services, I truly feel, and I think that his doctors would agree, would be detrimental to his development overall. Now is the time to be working with him on skills that he already has and strengthening those skills. And now is the time to be working on building new skills.
We have circle time scheduled twice a week. Right now they are scheduled on Wednesdays and Fridays for about 15 or 20 minutes. It depends on what activities are done during circle time.
I work for Head Start, and starting this week, the teacher and the parent get homework ready, and then I deliver it to the families. I leave it on the porch and families get it. And so it's just activities for them families to do together.
Thank you so much for participating in our virtual release of the State of Babies Yearbook 2020. We encourage you to go and learn more about where babies stand in your state. Go to stateofbabies.org.